Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be showing you how to build the simplest Minecraft Bedrock raid farm. Everything you're gonna need for this build is in this chest. I recommend to use a good sword so that you can kill all the enemies that come from the raid. Of course you can pause the video if you want to. Now as you can see, this farm is very easy to build. You don't have to take that much blocks and it is very cheap as well. The only hard thing will be to get the villager to this height, but this is very easy as well if you just let down a water stream and then take him with a boat. With 2 raids on hard mode, I got insane items, many totems, some enchanted books, weapons, armor and saddles. I think this is very OP for this little small and cheap farm. The only thing to make sure when building this farm is to build this about 80 blocks away from every other village, and if you want to you can build this near an outpost so that you can get yourself the raid effect very quickly. Also consider hard mode, this will give you the most items, and I think on easy mode you can't get any totems. And when we're at this step, consider subscribing, this would help me very much as well. Thanks for this, and now I show you how to build this. Now you can build this wherever you want. The first step will be to stack up about 80 to 100 blocks. This is just to make sure that no raid members can spawn at the floor. So now I'm at Y65 and I'll build up to Y155. Then add your ladders so that you can access this very quickly. Then come on top of your tower, place down 1 block of leaves below you and extend it out in this and that direction, and add 1 more block here so that you have a 2x2 platform. Next thing to do is to place a chest right here. This is part of the storage system. If you want to be right here longer, so to make more raids, then you will have to extend this out to the floor. You can simply do this by adding a hopper below and a double chest underneath the hopper, and then repeat this if you want to. Now add 1 more hopper right on top of your chest like this, and a second double chest on top. Next thing to do is to take your hopper and then add 1, 2, 3, 4 hoppers to this chest. Make sure that all of them are tunneling towards the chest. Then come on top of your chest, place a temporal block right on top of the chest and a second block right there. You can destroy this block again, and then you want to extend out this wall so that you have a wall that is 1 layer tall. As always, you can leave out the corner blocks, and finally it should look something like this. Next you want to add 4 more layers to this wall. You should now have a wall that looks something like this, and the next step will be to place oak leaves on top of every of these placed blocks, so that you placed 10 leaf blocks right here. This is because then the raid members can't spawn on top, but they only can spawn in your cage and you can kill them. For this part the chest is very important. As you can see, there is a gap between the cage and the chest so that you can hit through the gap and kill all of the raid members. To make this a bit safer, you can place some leaves right here so that you can't fall down when someone hits you. Make sure that you leave out the block above the ladder, otherwise you can't access this farm. The next step is to come to the back side of the farm. You can access this with a small bridge temporarily if you want to do this, and then go to the middle block, something like this. Place a temporal one right here and a second one right there. Then destroy this one and add 2 oak leaves like this. Then you want to go to this side and place 2 more blocks and a white bed or another bed on top, and destroy the blocks beneath. We do this because then the villager that will be right on top of the leaves here has the ability to create a village. Then you want to take yourself the glass blocks and place a temporal block right there, and then just surround this so that you have a small cage for the villager and he can't exit this spot. Now before adding a roof, it is important to get the villager up right here. Now once you got your villager right here with whatever method, you simply have to align it with this hole and then jump out of the boat, destroy the boat and push him into his cage. Then you want to make sure to destroy every access block that is around here so that you don't have any blocks where raid members can spawn on, and you want to add one more block here so that the cage is full. Next thing we want to do is to place a roof right above, something like this, and then add oak leaves on top of the glass. I don't know why, but in this version it is possible for the raid members to spawn on top of glass, so you simply prevent them from doing like so by placing the leaves. Finally, check if you did everything correctly. You should have a block of leaves right on top of every other block, and you should have a cage right here with the storage system, and you should have the cage for the villager right there. Now when you're in survival mode and got yourself the bad omen effect from a pillager outpost, then the only thing to do is to crawl up the ladders and wait until you're at the top. While you do this, the raid should activate like this, and then you simply have to wait on top of this AFK spot until the first wave spawns, and the wave should spawn in the cage. If you see that any members of the raid don't spawn in this cage, then recheck if you did everything correctly. Now you simply have to kill all of the members, and then you will get some items in the inventory, because they will lay on top of the chest, and some will be in the chest. As mentioned, you can extend the inventory of the chest, so the storage system, by simply adding hoppers and chests below. By the way, ravages will spawn as well, and you can kill them normally just by hitting them with a good sword. And at this point, I hope I helped you with this nice tutorial, and I hope you can use this in your survival world. If it helped you, then a like and a subscription would help me very much as well. And then I hope we see us again in the next video.